So this is Dr. Daniele Larose, and I'm here to present to you Cosmedent's tip of the month on black triangle closure. So let's go ahead with the technique. So I'm going to show this to you on a dentiform, and this is the area. We're going to close that black triangle that you can see here. So step one is to make sure that the surfaces are perfectly clean. You can create a slight bevel if necessary, but the most important thing is that the enamel be really squeaky clean to make sure that the etch will clean well and that the composite will adhere perfectly. So you can use a Profi-Jet or micro etch on the interproximal and make sure you go all the way to the lingual. Step two would be to roughen the surface or bevel it very lightly. And for this, you can use a diamond burr or you can use some discs. So maybe a rough disc would work too. Just make sure you can actually get to the interproximal area. Step three is to protect the adjacent tooth. And I marked with a lead pencil the area that I beveled very lightly. Step four would be to etch past the prepared area. So past that bevel, make sure you etch all the way because you never know where the composite is actually going to stop. Step five would be to apply your favorite bonding agent. My favorite one presently is MPA from Clinician's Choice. Choose the ideal BioClear matrix. They're made by Dr. David Clark, and in this situation, we're going to be using the incisor distal for our lateral. Notice that the BioClear matrix has a curved shape that really helps close the diastemas. Now the materials that we're going to use for this are microfill flowable and regular body microfill also in the body shape of the tooth. You will want to make sure to heat the flowable microfill in a composite heater. This one is Calcé by Aiden. So once your composite is nicely heated and you have removed the Teflon tape, you want to fill the lingual part of your matrix with the flowable composite, and you really have to make sure that you leave some space for the regular body microfill on the facial area. And I'm really holding the matrix very tight with my finger explorer. You want to hold it really tight against the tooth so there's no leakage underneath the matrix. Once you light cure that, go check the lingual. As you can see here, the lingual is perfectly sealed with the composite. If ever you have a little void or something, just add some extra flowable, place the matrix tight, and light cure again. Then you're going to remove your matrix. So once the matrix is removed, you can notice a beautiful interproximal shape, and we do have some space left for our regular body microfill. Step 9 is to place the regular body microfill on the facial surface, and I like to use the IPC or the IPCT instrument to sculpt that in place. Then I enjoy using number 3 brush from Cosmedent to smooth the surface and really blend the composite to the enamel. Notice the smooth aspect before the final light cure and the beautiful interproximal shape. And make sure that you cure sufficiently, a good 60 seconds. This will ensure that your polish will be of utmost shine. So step 10 is finishing and polishing. I love all the Cosmedent FlexiDisc, and we are definitely going to use the blue, the yellow, and the pink here. So as you can see here, these discs really have a beautiful flex. You want to make sure that you do go interproximally to really polish the interproximal area before you start tooth number 2, which will be the canine. So as you can see here, I'm actually passing my disc, my pink one from Cosmedent, in between the interproximal area. If the disc does not pass, you can use the Flexi diamond strips, the fine ones. You can see here the first lateral is done. Now we're going to repeat the steps on the adjacent tooth, but as I said before, we're going to go very quickly, and I'm going to give you a few extra tips instead. So for the second tooth, you really want to make sure you choose your matrix accordingly. And you can see here, I could have actually used a matrix that was a little bit wider than what I actually chose. Now it depends if you really want to close the triangle absolutely completely, or if you want to respect natural anatomy of your teeth. So 2 ways of creating a nice tight fit of that matrix is to hold it with a gloved finger, or you can hold it also with the explorer on the interproximal area. In some instances, you will be able to place a wedge, but in this particular situation, I was concerned that it would deform the interproximal area. Now you might be wondering why I add the regular body microfill on top of the flowable. And my personal reason is that I find that the regular body is easier to sculpt. Of course, a flowable is flowable, but you can use the brush to sculpt and really blend the composite on the enamel. Now, before using the discs, I usually like to use the ET9 burr for gross finishing. And this is the picture of the Flexi Diamond Strip. I always finish with that a little bit sub-gingivally to make sure that it's really very, very smooth. For the final polish on top, I find that Cosmedent's Nano polishers really get in the interproximal shape. There's some points, some interproximal points also that really go well in those situations. So as you can see here, and as you will see in your real life cases, there's not an overhang in sight. This is super smooth. The floss will not catch, and this will ensure gingival and periodontal health. So there you go. This was Cosmedent's tip of the month on black triangle closure using Renamel Microfill composites. My name is Dr. Daniele Larose, and if you have any questions, you may reach me at smiledesign@videotron.ca.